it. What are we doing?
We're gonna try and find a mountaintop with the ocean view. It is spring break, that's the problem. Although we just passed a campground and there was nobody there.
Sun is coming up.
Surprisingly, there hasn't been anybody out today. I was expecting it to be just a zoo out here, but there's been one other camper out. That sounds as nice. Fire pit. Oh, it's got a trail. Ooh, this is a contender right here. We found a couple spots like this. This looks nice. Definitely have to back down here, not real flat. Should have nice river access. We're gonna start heading up, so we are gonna preemptively put it in four-wheel drive. I haven't seen any log trucks so far.
Thank goodness, because these roads are pretty small.
It's very recent
Kind of hard to see what's coming around that corner. More of a four-wheel drive feel. Oh, there's the ocean. Way off into the distance.
Had to scout out this road. This doesn't seem steep on camera, but man, it is super steep. And the van's down there. We're gonna put it in 4 low and then give her a go. We finally found our spot. Check this out. Look how huge this spot is. Could fit probably 6 cars in here. Look at that view.
There, now we can see the view and not without getting the bugs.
I'm hot, doing everything I can to not get completely fried. I'm faced away from the sun. And this is Kelly. She's over here facing into the sun and then has a giant blanket on. The first spot we tried was kind of sketchy for the van. I think we could have made it at least as far as I went, but it was going downhill, it was wet, and there was a lot of turns. So we opted to not take that one. This one's perfect though. It's actually starting to chill off, so we're gonna build a fire. Not gonna start it yet, we'll get it ready. Got about an hour left of sun. Let's check on Kelly. Enjoying a snooze. How is it back here?
It's really nice. Look at this lovely view.
This is like the epitome van life picture right here, looking out the back window. We're finally up from our multi-hour nap. We're going to make some crunchy bread, or toast up some garlic bread.
We've had this before in the hot tent, and we had the fatal flaw of doing both sides of it, and it was so spicy. So this time we know just one side.
What are you going to put on these things?
So we're putting some butter on it, and then we are going to get some, maybe it's a little bit of Italian seasoning, some garlic. We might even throw in a little bit of everything but the bagel. I think also we had a lot of garlic last time. Let's go fry these bad boys up. I think that we could not have found a better site. Better weather. Gorgeous.
But look at that, they got just a little bit of toasty on them. Oh. We have heard these weird chirps from down there, and it was a very consistent chirp. It's somewhere right around the corner there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it a cougar chirp? We don't know. We need to look up and see what cougar chirping sounds like.
No, I don't think it was a cougar chirp. We are gonna have an amazing sunset, I'm pretty sure. We'll be able to still see the ocean just barely cresting over those.
The thing is, you can't hear the ocean. These are delicious.
But it's gonna be really cold tonight. So, because I was thinking maybe we can sleep with the back doors open, but I'm thinking it's gonna be just a little bit too cold for that.
There we go. Holy mackerel.
That took a little while. About 2 minutes.
A long time.
It's getting cool now. What are we having, Gregory?
This is going to be a tofu scramble. Get that chopped up. Let this cook down, get crispy. Then we'll mix in our seasoning, the golden nooch.
I can't stand the name. I don't know, for some reason nooch bothers me.
It's actually nutritional yeast, but true people call it nooch.
True people? The fire seems to be a little bit of a fail. It'll get blazing before we know it. But we have the view, so that's all that matters. So awesome. It's not how big the ocean.
True American fashion, we are putting ketchup on ours.
There you go. Tuck and roll.
Tuck. Oh God.
There we go.
Burrito-ish.
How is it?
Delicious and warm, but it's cold. Fire's gone. Finally. Well, good morning. It's bright and early. It's 11:44. We actually opened up the back doors this morning and pretty much laid there for a couple hours, just staring out into nothing.
Relaxing.
Finally, time to make coffee. Although it was going to be breakfast, and I think we might have to move right to lunch. What are you making?
English muffins. So there's the raisin flavored, which I love.
Satan's flavor.
And then coming up next is English muffin for you, plain, boring.
This has to be one of the best poo bucket views. Look at that. That's the poo bucket spot. The van does have a cassette toilet, but if you've ever dumped one, you know that it's not super pleasant. So that's why we just do number one in there if we can. All right, Kelly, now that we've been here for 2 days, what do you rate this site?
I'd say 9 to 10. It's beautiful. It's huge. Has a gorgeous view.
I give it a 9.5 because these trees are blocking our beach view. Although it does get a few extra points. Let's go over and check it out. Somebody has crafted a pooper right there. And it actually has a hole dug in it. So you get a few points for that, for people not pooping in random spots. Although we're gonna subtract a couple points because there's crosses for unknown reasons. It's cool. They're
Yes,
metal.
it's beautiful. I mean, it's a sight to have, a memorial for someone.
And the spot is not getting a bunch of wind for whatever reason as
Yes.
well.
That is a
I
plus
think it's
plus.
excessively not windy this weekend.
I would definitely come back here again.
We haven't seen a single soul. We've heard one car over there somewhere, but that was it.
There have been some strange animal noises, but nothing too disturbing.
I heard a little rustling down there this morning while we were taking a nap / waking up.
I was kind of hoping some deer would come across and just like start grazing around. But the interesting thing is though, we can't decide if somebody actually came up here and mowed, or if this was from the snow finally melting away and that's why the grass is a little bit shorter and well kept. I can't imagine somebody coming all the way up to this way because it was quite a trip up with a lawnmower. But Greg he swears that somebody has mowed this.
Yeah, tell me everybody what you think, because here's the secret. Is there's tall grass by these rocks, and I just can imagine somebody mowing around here. It looks like they did.
It does look like it.
But maybe because of memorial site or something, I don't know. This
Yeah.
is the greatest campsite we've had for a long time though. Mm-hmm. I'll give you a glimpse of what van life looks like without all the cleaning. Actually, we did some good mud, but we wore off a spot coming in. It's actually fairly clean in here. We've been using that seat to kind of pile our stuff. It has a home, it just is not in its home.
Well, it's also because, we took my afternoon nap, my afternoon 2.5 hour nap, which was lovely.
Well, yeah.
So we didn't have time to organize.
We've been using the Dometic jug for drinking water, primarily because we haven't been using the main tanks in the Revel. We haven't sanitized them. We don't have a water filter system in there. And we've been just using this pour spout. We're gonna prime this thing, and this just hooks right in here. Open up the relief. There we go. Now it will be easier to fill up our bottles. It is kind of hard to pour into water bottles.
It definitely cooled off from the glorious 60s earlier today.
Tomorrow we have three routes to get out of here. We can go back the way we came and take the main road, which is the easy way.
And by easy, it's not necessarily easy. It's just
it's
something we know.
It's the known way.
Yes.
Otherwise, option 2 is to go that way, and then we'll follow this ridge line down and catch in with town somewhere down there.
And then that way, I think that's a good option because then we can check out some more areas for future camping.
I got to show you this epic sunset. We need to talk about backpacking permits. We applied for Rainier and the Enchantments and didn't win any of them, so we're going to be the mad dash with everyone else to see if we can secure permit. Definitely getting cold. Kelly's putting on 75 layers of clothes.
I even got my nice fuzzy sleepy pants on.
If your fire is a little pathetic, I found a cheat code. Watch this. It's like a blowtorch now.
Cook up the tofu first and then add some veggies. Got some broccoli. Got some green peppers, mushrooms, and onions. Turn out good?
Morning to day 3. Today it's time to take a shower outside. this guy here.
How's the temperature?
Hot.
Really?
Where's the little brisk when you
Turn it off, I bet. Is it so hot?
Yeah.
Is it easy to regulate the temperature?
Pretty much just have it on hot.
Would you give it, what would you rate that outdoor shower?
Outdoor shower, I give this 8.5.
3 days of just us. Not a single soul in sight is over.
Yep. The days of napping until noon are done. We are now headed out. So I think we have a 10 to 15 mile stretch to wind us around the various mountains into the next town and then shoot on home.
Yes. Hopefully we'll find some new spots to check out for next time. And we found another really nice spot.
This side is expansive. Like right at the top.
Probably not the best shoes to be wearing moving branches either. That's long. And the camera might not show it, but it is a steep downhill drive. So far we've only run into 2 vehicles and they had nice easy pull out, so that was a plus.
One thing I've noticed is the van is pretty heavy, and on these roads, if I'm going 15, 20 miles an hour and I hit the brakes pretty hard, it definitely wants to slide around. So you gotta be a little careful.
One thing about being on these off-road, these backwoods, these Forest Service roads, is make sure that you have a offline map.
I stopped to check out this, see if there's a campsite, which there is right there, but then is this cougar poo? Looks like cougar poo to me. Everything is cougar poo to me. We're almost out of the woods here, so we're going to put it neutral and turn off 4-wheel drive. Lights off. Go reverse for a few minutes here. I don't know if you have to do this on current cars. Go reverse a little bit after you've been in 4-wheel drive.
Really?
Yeah. So this was a good trip. We were in 4-wheel drive the entire time we were on the off-road, on the Forest Service roads, and then for probably that whole middle section, we were in 4-low.
Yeah.
And there were spots, if the people had a van like this in 2-wheel drive, that I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have made it back up.
We went from being at 1800 elevation and we're down to 180 now. So we came way down. It's back to civilization for us. That was a fun adventure. Go watch this video next. You can find us at exploretrekadventure.com, and we'll see you next time.